All right, happy Thursday. Thank you to those of you who turned your poems in early, especially Josh Stiles and Kennedy Wangler. So I read their poems because they did a great job of emulating them. So today you're going to watch the Ed puzzle about onomatopoeia and answer the questions. And if you're having trouble, email me. I can send you a copy of the video. It's on our class website. You can email me the answers to your questions. There are ways to get around that if your computer is, for whatever reason, non-compatible with Ed puzzle. And again, my email is right down here for falconerl@gaylord.k12.mi.us. If you're having any issues, just send me a quick email. Have a great day. So I wanted to show you a couple examples of emulated poems that students have turned in. Even though they aren't due until Friday, feel free to turn them in early, and please let me know if I can use yours as an example. So this first one is an emulation of The Abandoned Farmhouse, and this is Josh Stiles' emulation. It was a big tractor, says the size of the spare tires beside the barn, held off the leaf-covered dirt by the old worn tires. A powerful tractor, according to the size of the fields behind the big barn. A tractor not afraid to work, to get dirty, says the row of plows, rollers, and planters, covered by the tarp draped over a wooden shelter. But not a rusted tractor, says the cans upon cans of John Deere Green Creek. Not a perfect tractor, says the small puddles of grease, oil, and diesel, where the tractor once sat parked in the same spot after every use, says the indents in the dirt floor, where the big tires once sat. You can really see through the personification and the imagery of this tractor. This one is an emulation of Foul Shot, and it's called The Serve by Kennedy Wangler. With scores tied 24-24 and one play to go, the player goes on the court, anxious not to mess up, stretches her legs out, pulls her ponytail back, then plays situations through her head, lifts the ball up, holds it in her palm, raises it over her head, hits, follows, pursues, and then gets in position, watches the ball float, soaring through the air, comes down slowly, shifts, glides, slides, moves, wavers, messes with the mind, until everyone's face stares at the ball, goes down, goes down, goes down. Right before the cheers, hits the ground on the line. So again, a great emulation of Foul Shot. So you can use these two as an example as you're trying to write your own. So very well done. So we are continuing to read from Hate That Cat, which is a sequel to Love That Dog. And if you remember in some of the previous entries, Jack is a little frustrated because his Uncle Bill is criticizing his poems, saying that they aren't really poetry because they don't rhyme and they don't have all of these craft structures in them. Even though his teacher is telling him, yes, but those craft structures enhance your poem, but they don't always have to be in there. So we're on September 26th. I wish you would tell my Uncle Bill all those things you said today about our own rhythms and our own images bouncing around in our heads and making them poems. And yes, I understand that if I'm ever the President of the United States, I might be expected to write very, very long lines. But in the meantime, I can make my line short, 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 if I want to. But even if you told my Uncle Bill all that stuff, he wouldn't believe you. He likes to argue. My mother likes my short lines. She runs her fingers down them and then taps her lips once, twice. And I think I understood what you said about onomata something in a lit or something not having to be in a poem, and how sometimes they enrich a poem, but sometimes they can make a poem sound purple. Purple. Ha ha ha. October 3rd. Okay. I will learn how to spell alliteration and onomatopoeia, right? And I will practice them just in case I ever need them to enrich something. Ready? Um, um, I can't do it. Brain frozen. First, you have to have something to write about. You just can't alliterate and onomatopoeia all over the place, can you?